Taurus and Cancer. So Taurus, all right, we got these energies taking place in your second house. All right, I didn't even get a chance to say happy solar return to all my Tauruses. All right, because I was in my little hiatus. I was over there, hibernating in the temple with the monks. All right. So I hope all my Tauruses, man. I hope all my Tauruses had a fruitful, abundant, prosperous solar return season. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are stepping into all type of new environments around this time. Right now, I know a lot of you guys manifested different situations with breakthrough, the sun passing, Uranus, and everything in your personal life. So there's a lot of true expression, a lot of situations pushing you out to embrace something that your heart is in from a value perspective. A certain creative endeavor, something you want to birth. You might have gotten noticed more for something you really value, got your appreciation. So it's a lot going on with my Tauruses, and I hope y'all really enjoyed y'all season. All right. Earthshaker Ninth Avatar. What's going on, brother? All right, man. Seeing my people. Okay. So when we looking at Gemini, all this energy taking place in the second house, value the way you think about relationships is going to change. The way like you value relationships is going to change right now. Now we do have Venus at home. We got Jupiter expanding Gemini in the second house. So this is opportunity in this space to get a real closer to people who share, your same values, things dealing with any seeds planted around this time. A new moon in the second house is always so fire, but we got new moon exaltation here, and we got Venus home here. Lord have mercy. We got Venus home and the new moon exalted here. Taurus, you got it good right now. All right. So look, manifesting power is at large right now, but it's in Gemini. So Taurus, you have to be very intentional about the desired state you want your partnerships to be in around this time. And you also want to be very intentional about what type of environment you want to create around things that you value. So you have a certain business endeavor, you have a certain creative endeavor you value. How do you want that environment you work in building, watering, and nurturing that thing to look like? What type of system is that going to be when we bring Saturn into it? Saturn is squaring from what's this? The second house. Saturn is squaring from the little fourth house. No, second house. It's squaring from the fifth. Wait, I'm bugging. We talking about Taurus sun risings. It's squaring from the 11th. Yeah, it's squaring from the 11th. I'm tripping. So Saturn's in the 11th house right now, Taurus sunrise. So a lot of y'all this past year, there's been a lot of new enterprise and marketing, a lot of new ways to understand how to bring your values, bring something you're building into the collective, into the external realm, relate it, build it, monetize it, different functions of how reality is receiving things with values through different platforms and environments. So it's been a lot of that, a lot of studying, a lot of, you putting a lot of these different work processes under the telescope while Saturn's in your 11th house. Saturn's home in the 11th house, so it definitely has a strong influence to bring you closer to community that could help provide more stability with things that you're building and structuring. All right, that's very strong. There is a really strong transit to milk these next 3 years. They're going to bring a lot of sense of stability towards your partnerships. There's going to be strong karma around, who you participate with not being too open. You're definitely going to have to be different examples of different phases to learn how to place restrictions and boundaries in the external realm. But Saturn thrives doing that in the external realm. But depending on your placements, you may you're a Taurus sun rising, but you might have some other places that might make you really, really open. Maybe a Taurus sun, but you're a Pisces moon rising. But whatever the case may be, having Saturn square from the 11th house to the second house, this is a time for you to embrace taking second house values and networking them, building them, structuring them in the 11th house. There may be certain situations that you see other people. So this is going to be really important right now to Taurus sun rising. Maybe something you really value about structuring or building. And you may be seeing other people go through certain experiences, dealing with restrictions, dealing with issues and blockages with that same very thing you're trying to build. And in their personal experiences, they're dealing with that in the 11th house. That cannot be right now something that makes you refrain from, cultivating something with your second house talent, something you're good at, something that you're gaining awareness of right now with all these energies in your second house. It just can't, you just manifest the solar return time. You're just value side. So your personal evolution, your solar return already is always going to play as a flashlight as reaffirming your true values, things that you're good at, and how that could bring stability to yourself and the world in some type of shape or form. But then now it's in your second house area life. So now Gemini is what increases the ability to interact that. So seeing Saturn in that 11th house is definitely showing that there's a lot of circumstances you being pushed to embrace networking, relating it, standing on business, literally, like letting them know this is my business, this is my brand, this is something I'm invested in building. Yeah, this, that, and third. This is how you contact me. This is how we could connect. This is what we could build. This is who I'm trying to build with. Like, this is very important right now. All right. Sister 2B Monique, what's going on? Good sister. Good to see you too. All right. So that's what we got going on there. Taurus sun rises. The ruler Venus is at home, though. The ruler Venus is at home. It just left home in your sign. It was detriment in the first house, but it just left home. So it just got a whole new good like spark. It got to come home, change his outfit. You know, she got to do her makeup again. She got to, you know, do her hair again and whatnot. Pick what shoe she want to wear. All right, let me pop back out. Go back traveling the rest of the houses. Now she in the second house. Now she home. So she gets to feel secure about how she just got herself together in the first house. You know, she gets to see people value her. You know, she gets to see that manifest opportunities. So this is what's going on with you right now, Taurus sun rising. Allow yourself to be seen for your value. That momentum carries on from the first house, but it's more interaction energy. It's more interaction energy. A lot of times your brand, what you're building, can speak for itself, Taurus, but this is a phase right now that people may be more curious, ask more questions, and you want to be able to articulate, relate what you got going on with your building. All right. Did I say where Saturn is squaring from? Yes, I just did. 11th house. And